right, welcome back to another Sub-CLE. Today, we're actually getting out of the music thing a little bit. I told you guys that we sometimes do something other than music. What's better than music is haunted houses. So we have Jason Panic here today. He's a prop maker, artist, and actor over at the Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse and also the brand new Nightmare Cleveland. Also, you know, I kind of know him from every time I go to a karaoke place, say, let it be Corky's or any other establishment that does karaoke, seem to run into this guy. He's a really good singer. And
Allegedly.
Jason Panic, thanks.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, hey.
How you?
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited about this because, like, I've said that the Chippewa Lake, when I went there, the best haunted house I've ever been to.
It makes sense because, I mean, it's listed as number 2.
Yeah.
In the registry.
Okay.
I think. Right there with Mansfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there with Mansfield.
Okay.
Dormitory. Blood prison. And
see, I've never been to the Mansfield one, so I don't know like what the quality of that one is. So if it's number 2 to that, it's got to be amazing.
I know. My shopmate Brian Demski worked on that haunt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be good. So there's a reason why it's number 1. Plus, they have their location.
Okay.
You can't beat haunted abandoned prison. You can't beat that.
Yeah, no. Well, and I've been to the prison, and I went with a friend of mine, and it was a slow day, and we were walking around, and it wasn't even Halloween. They weren't even trying to scare us, and it was creepy and weird because like nobody else was there, and you're walking around these like parts of this prison, and it's like, well, this is kind of this is like haunted house, like legit, like haunted, like horror movie stuff.
You feel like you're being watched at all times. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the peeling paint and just everything about it looks so creepy, you know? So, I mean, it's just, that alone makes it a great haunted house. I mean, without even doing anything.
Right, and they do add stuff to it.
Yeah.
I only know what I've been told.
Yeah.
By Brian, but I can only imagine what it's like.
Okay.
But with Chippewa, this is different. Like, it's inside of an actual abandoned slaughterhouse. It's been sitting there abandoned since 1989.
Okay.
And here we go, history lesson.
Yeah.
This place, it began its life in the 40s. I think 1947. There's a news clip I read, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was started by a German immigrant and one other guy, and it was a legit meat packing plant.
Okay.
Like factory. And it's all still there.
Oh,
like whatever's wasn't stolen or taken in between 89 and 2015 when Vaughn bought the property.
Right.
It's all still there. You still have the smokers there. Everything's the scale, the killing floor is still there. It's nuts.
Really?
Oh yeah. And it's all part of the haunt.
That's cool.
Including like the old bathrooms are there, which I'll get into in a minute, but yeah, the nuance is what makes the place so creepy because it's an actual abandoned structure.
Right.
That, you know, in 2015.
Right. And it's the same thing with the penitentiary or whatever. You know, it's you're already halfway there.
Exactly. Exactly. So it sat there abandoned. It was dilapidated. It was along with the amusement park.
Okay.
Over in Chippewa.
Yeah.
They got rid of the amusement park, I think. I think all of it's gone. And they wanted to do something with the building, so they put the land up for sale.
Okay.
And in 2015, Vaughn LeCan, sweetest man in the world, bought the property.
Yeah.
And spent a lot of time and money,
Yeah.
putting this thing back together and refurbishing it back to its former glory. Like even the bricks, making them white again. And then he decided, okay, this is going to be a haunted house. It's going to be called Slaughterhouse Haunt. And he ran it his first season. And along came Rick Thomas.
Okay.
Coming through going, this is great, but it needs something.
Okay,
and
well, we're gonna have to say who's Rick Thomas.
Rick Thomas. Oh, okay. Rick Thomas is mostly known as Stitch and Mushroom Head.
Yeah.
And he's been in the haunt industry for years.
Right.
Years, over a decade. And this guy's passion has been haunted houses for as long as he's been alive.
I was going to say, well, yeah, I mean, he dresses up in a band for a living. So.
Exactly. So he walked through the hall. When this place needs something, he reached out to Vaughn and became their producer.
Okay.
And he brought in a whole team of people, Brian Demski, Sean Rogers, those just artists from haunted houses from around the area, and Joe Gall. And Joe Gall decided to bring me out with him.
Okay.
It's a package deal, I guess. And
now, why were you involved?
I was involved because Joe took me out of Bloodview.
Okay.
Because of the stuff I was making, he wanted to bring me to another haunt called Ghoul Brothers.
Okay.
We're in Porter's Lakes.
So you were an overachiever over at Bloodview.
Pretty much.
And you know what? And growing up as a kid and whatever, Bloodview was always the place. You know, that was like the. Because it wasn't it like that in the schoolhouse laboratory. Those are like permanent fixtures, right? So they're there. They're able to. They're not taking it down and building it back up or whatever. You know what I mean? So it can be, improved upon year after year. You know?
Exactly. Like they were always improving, and there was,
and it seemed like there was professional actors and everything over at Bloodview and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, and a lot of them moved on and do their own thing. Like you have Great House, who went off to do Face Off.
Okay.
Awesome job with everything he's done. He's doing films. Then you have Rick, who started there.
Okay.
Did Bloodview and did his own thing with Fear Experience and everything else.
Okay, so wait. So Rick Thomas over at Bloodview?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
So he started at Bloodview too.
Yep.
I'm sorry if I missed that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we all pretty much came from there, even Joe Gall.
Okay.
Who's now the guitarist of Mushroom Head.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So it's kind of a big old tie-in. But
Okay.
Joe brought me along to Ghoul Brothers, and then he left there to do Slaughterhouse with Rick and told Rick, you need this guy on. Trust me. And one night we went to the hiring event.
Okay.
We did our walkthrough and everything else. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I did my, my application and everything. We all left. And then I get a text from Rick saying, send me pictures of the stuff that Joe was telling me about. So I did. And I said, send him a little sample of what I make. And he sent me back, laugh out loud, you're hired.
Oh, yeah.
So then that week I went in and just, they had all these mannequin pieces, started making stuff for them. And that's where I started getting the job doing that.
Okay.
So, and they started making just random props. He had his ex-girlfriend at the time making stuff there as well. So it was not just me making stuff. It was, you had a whole team. You had a whole bunch of people painting sets, doing all kinds of stuff. So then they opened.
So hold on one second. Mm-hmm. So how did you how did you get in? How do you know how to do this? Like, did you go to school for this, or were you just passionate about it as a kid, or somebody was just like, hey, Bloodview's looking for people, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, all of that, right?
It was mainly, as a kid, always was fascinated by that. The first haunted house I ever went to, I was, I think, 9 years old. It turned out it was Bloodview. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
Because, little kid, whatever. Yeah. But I was always
fascinated. I remember the
that
character Booger.
Yeah.
He was like the janitor guy or whatever. Yeah.
He just passed away.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
I'm sorry to hear.
No, it's all good. He was a staple there. He had his own award they would give you called Booger's Pick.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
But they had that guy. He was there. I remember him when he was acting there when I was a kid.
Sure.
It's one of the only things I remember when I was a kid.
Well, I was gonna say that's one of the things I remember.
Yeah. It's memorable.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do with your characters. Make it memorable.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking
he was
of memorable,
convincing. He was good.
Yeah. And with memorable, that's why Slaughterhouse is so successful.
Yeah.
It's because not only is it authentic, it's memorable.
Right.
Like the sets in that place, you've seen it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're looking for a reaffirmation, yeah. I mean, dude, I think it's again and that's what I said was the best about it. I mean, sure, the acting. I mean, everything's a little corny, as you get older. But I mean, everyone's great. The actors are great too. But the sets really shine. Yeah. I mean, I that's what I said. I was like, it's like walking onto a movie set. It's so good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're walking, it's literally, into a horror movie.
Yeah.
You're interrupting this family.
Right.
Doing their thing.
Yeah. It's cool.
And you're just walking through, and what makes it so interesting is that it's in an actual abandoned place. It's haunted, too. Like I said, I'll get into the bathroom in a minute.
All right. Well, you're going to have to convince me on that because...
There was there's, in the office, which is still there, filing cabinets and boxes, there were still receipts.
Mm-hmm.
and like pamphlets and like, tickets for food.
Right.
And like orders. And I guess, I don't know if this was in the building or if Vaughn was told this when he bought the property.
Yeah.
But one of the original owners was murdered in the building.
Okay.
Which is an interesting story, but some side.
Well, if you know the story, you got to tell it now.
Yeah, I do. Side chick drama happened, and I guess homeboy got shot in the bathroom.
Okay.
And that's the legend of the place. Vaughn has allowed ghost people to come in through.
Sure.
You're not allowed to show the sets, but there are YouTube videos. If you look up Slaughterhouse, Haunted House, Haunted, you'll find like investigations.
Yeah. And
it's really interesting because there's different rooms in there where you get feelings, like, feelings of dread.
Sure.
Not because it's a haunted house, because...
That reminds me of my adolescence.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, you walk into a room and you feel like you're not supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
It's the first feeling I ever got when I walked in that bathroom set.
Yeah.
It's not even just a set. It's the actual old bathroom.
Yeah.
So, but you have another area, which was the killing floor.
Okay.
Okay. There's like pigs hanging in there. And there's a platform above where the deed was actually done. And then they'll put it on the tracks. They're all still there.
Right.
And swear to God, I saw a shadow move while I was waiting for people to come through in the set before mine. And I told the guy that was in the set about it, and he went, tell you right now, I was fixing this curtain here, and this bag started moving. And now it's not just a bag. It's these foam body forms that I wrapped with sheets and latex. So they're not light. Right. So this thing started shaking started swinging by itself, and I'm like, wait, really?
Yeah.
Dude. So yeah.
Okay. I mean,
got some stuff.
Hey,
got some mystery.
Hey, I'd have to see it to believe it. I've even experienced some things, and I'm like, wow, there's an explanation for that. I just find it. I don't want to poo-poo your whole haunted story, but it just seems like it's weird. Like, anything, if somebody defied life and died nefariously at the hands of another person, it's like then they get to come back as a ghost. But like if you die peacefully in your sleep, you don't. I don't know how that works.
Depends. Yeah, I guess it depends. Because I know our energy goes somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Energy is not created nor destroyed.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to that, then where does it go?
Yeah, right. No, and there's something to that, but yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not discounting it, but
right.
And if so, what did the official ghost people say?
They got footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's footage on their videos.
Okay.
I was shown a video where you see an apparition go across one of the doorways.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, wait, where is this at? It was near where the bathroom was going back to the office. Like, what? No.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the whole nuance of the place is just what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's an abandoned structure.
Sure.
It comes with that mystery.
Yeah.
Is it haunted? We don't know.
Yeah. Same thing. Same again. The same thing with the prison thing. It's just creepy. And a slaughterhouse lends itself to just creepiness in general. Like even if I went to a fully functional slaughterhouse that's happening right now, that's got to be. You always hear. I always think of the beginning of Texas Chainsaw Massacre whenever I think of a slaughterhouse. In the van. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
the Hollywood version of a slaughterhouse.
But okay, so all right, so any other haunted stories? Or
no? Okay,
so when you so you guys went over there from Bloodview, got that going. Like what? So Rick bought it then, or
it wasn't really Rick? It was the property is owned by a man named Vaughn McCann.
Okay.
This is a guy he's always busy. He has so many businesses, and he decided to buy this property and open a haunted house, and that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
He wants to do haunted houses, wants to produce this haunted house. So he ran his first season with it just clean and everything. And then Rick came in and went, let's change this up. Let's flesh out the story a little bit more.
Okay.
So now Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse wouldn't be what it is without that team.
Okay.
With them two.
Nice.
These two are like a juggernaut, I swear to God.
Yeah.
So now they have gotten enough revenue to where, he wanted to open up another location. So they're looking up this places where they can open up location 2.
Sure. Well, before we get there, like, so when you were there from day one?
No, I wasn't.
No?
No. I came in around 2018.
Okay.
Around there. After it was already
established as a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe and I both came in at the same time. Joe Gull.
Yeah.
He was a makeup guy at Lakeview. And then he became the makeup guy at Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
Which was Slaughterhouse. It's this hot building. There's not a lot of makeups. It's mostly masks, but they're really freaking good masks.
Right.
And some of them are made by the actors themselves.
Yeah.
Other people. But with that said, Joe was there just, when Rick's on tour, he's the guy in the sky. He became the supervisor of the place. Now we have location 2.
And that's got to be a popular time for Mushroomhead to be on the road.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
And then, so speaking of that, while they're on the road, Rick's, going to different states and going to these other haunts, taking down notes.
Oh, nice.
Of all this good stuff he wants to see in a haunt.
Yeah.
And all this new technology that's new and stuff that works, stuff that doesn't, themes that he's never seen.
Yeah.
And and there we go. We're segueing into Nightmare Cleveland.
Okay.
Which, this thing is completely different. It's so different than Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
But it's still got that quality.
So it's like a haunted candy factory now?
No.
No.
No. And here we are. It's actually located where BA Sweeties used to be under the Value City Furniture and the Party Center. He's got the whole...
Okay. Over there in Parma. That's the... Yeah.
Over on Brook Park
Road. Is that Parma or is that Brook Park? Or
it's Brook Park, Parma, and Cleveland. It's on the corner.
Oh, so it's legit like all those.
The address is legit a Cleveland address.
Okay.
Hence why Nightmare Cleveland.
Okay, cool.
But it's situated there where BA Sweeties used to be. It moved down the street. It's still there. It's not closed. They're down the street.
BA Sweeties. They actually moved into a much, and then they got the ice cream shop and everything. Yep. That's forgive the pun. It's a very sweet place.
Sweet location.
But it is cool. It's right off the freeway there, though, so that is a good spot for the haunted house. I remember back in the day, over by Pearl and Brook Park, there was the haunted house over there by the Wax Museum. That was always a popular spot.
Guy, I think that was the Haunted Hollow, I believe.
Is that what that was called? Okay.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It's if that is Haunted Hollow, it's still there. It's abandoned. It's getting torn down. It's gonna become big sheets.
Is it?
There's a Sheets already, further down the road.
Is it really gonna be a Sheets? I didn't know that.
I think so.
Really? That's odd because usually they're right off the freeway. That's not kind of off the freeway.
Yeah, it's that place that was right next to Space Invaders.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Now is Space Invaders still there? I don't even know. Okay.
No,
yeah. The Wax Museum, is that still there? No,
all of that.
Okay, yeah, it's all gone.
It's gone, but it's still there.
Right. It's just vacant.
Pool tables are still there.
Yeah.
And it's mildewy and gross. Why didn't you sell that stuff, man?
Yeah.
Dude. But at the same time, you have that location,
okay, so you're a block away from that.
We're right there.
Yeah.
We're right.
Yeah.
We're actually right down the street from where Fear Experience used to be.
Okay. See, I've never been to Fear Experience.
Fear Experience was where the U-Haul is now.
Okay.
On Brook Park.
Okay.
So we're just hop,
skip, and a
jump away. Hi, Stutter. Welcome back.
Yeah.
But no, it's a hop, skip, and jump away from where that was.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty much kind of the same people. It's not the same owners.
Okay.
Because those owners went off and did Fear Columbus.
Okay.
So they took over.
There can only be one Fear, and that must be in Columbus, I guess.
There it is. Yeah. Fear Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those guys from Fear Experience now run that.
Okay.
And the producer is now doing Nightmare Cleveland and Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse. But mainly now Nightmare Cleveland because we're still building it.
Okay. So the haunted house culture is similar to the music culture in the fact that it's very incestuous.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of same people doing a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
You have people coming in and out that are working on different stuff. Yeah. Artists we have Brian Demski, who's now situated in Nightmare Cleveland, who's been doing work for Hollywood since the 90s.
Okay.
Maybe before that. He's been doing haunted house stuff since 92.
Yeah.
And this guy's work is fantastic. If you want to check him out, it's Demski Creations. This guy's work is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Rick wanted his artwork in the haunt.
Okay.
And now he's situated in there as he's basically the art director, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. While Rick's the producer, doing, throwing ideas.
Can you describe more of his artwork? Like what?
Oh, his artwork is like, it's more realism.
Okay.
He'll take these realistic body forms and use
so like a sculpture.
Yeah. He'll take body forms that already exist and he'll make it's more like medical-ish. It's something you got to see. He'll attach like different things to bodies and it's all body horror.
Okay.
And it's fantastic work.
Right. Nice.
It's something you just got to see.
Yeah. That's cool.
So then there's me coming in the same room with this guy, and it's doing my stuff.
Yeah.
And all I was told was the thing. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh, so like the Carpenters thing or the movie? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going in there with Demski in the same room.
Sure.
And it's this big collaborative effort between Rick, who's producing the thing, and he's, throwing up all these, walls and stuff, while Vaughn's got his guys throwing up the actual skeleton of the place, while Rick's throwing up the ideas.
Nice.
And Demski's the one painting it and making it look beautiful, and I'm making props for it, and Demski's making props for it.
Sweet.
It's fantastic.
Dude, that sounds so fun.
Dude.
I mean, seriously.
You're working with your friends all day.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're creating this cool stuff. Your job is to create a scene based on the thing. I mean, that's fucking awesome. That's so fun.
Nightmare Cleveland is basically
Hopefully, we're not giving any spoilers away.
No, it's an outbreak. You're walking into an outbreak. It's protected by the government.
Okay, so this is the whole theme of the thing.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, if you've been through there last year, we did a small run last year.
I actually did not get the I was
the
not.
Memo?
Yeah, well, I got the memo. I just wasn't able to go. But
luckily you'll get to see the full show this year.
Yeah.
It opens on September 16th.
Okay.
Then there's actually two parts of this haunt. There's two queue lines. Okay. You go into the beginning, and you're walking through this research lab, and then stuff happens, and then you wait in the next part.
Yeah.
It's big. It's huge. This thing is long.
Well, if you've ever been into the old B.A. Sweeties, I mean, that candy shop in itself was big. It's just like a warehouse just full of shelves of candy.
Right.
But this is that and the Value City.
The party center.
The party center. That's right. Yeah.
The only thing left is that egress where the bathrooms were.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow.
Vaughn gutted the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, hired people to build the walls based on our layout.
Right.
Dude, this place is going to be huge.
That's awesome.
It's going to be huge.
So, I mean, you got to have, like, people coming in there building, like, rooms and walls. I mean, you got contractors coming in and stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's just, or you guys are just kind of doing it.
We're just kind of doing it. Yeah. Vaughn he hired carpenters to build.
Sure.
Like the desks, the walls.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that's going in there. But then you have, Rick will be cutting, molding for the doors and making it look like making it look the way it looks. And, Demski going in and painting the sets.
Yeah.
And then we have different people, that'll here and there that'll come through and paint the walls, mud the walls, make it look like you're in a bunker.
Sure.
The place is gonna look fantastic. It's like
it's awesome.
Like you're taking elements from Dead Space, Doom, Resident Evil, and Atomic Heart and throwing it all into one thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. Rick took all of his notes and went, okay, let's see what doesn't exist and build it. There's no sci-fi haunt. It doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
There's no haunted house that's just a haunted house that's a permanent fixture that is sci-fi horror. It doesn't exist.
Is that right? Okay, so it is. Yeah. Okay.
According to Rick Thomas, it doesn't exist. So now we have one. We're building this, and it's going to be what that is. It's going to be exactly that.
Okay.
Sci-fi horror, and the crap that I'm making. It's extreme body horror. Like, dude.
Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned the thing, so that's yeah.
Like there's a lot going into this place.
And if anyone doesn't know The Thing, you know, it's just this creature that just got a bunch of different limbs and different.
It assimilates its victim. It becomes its victim.
Right.
Well,
But then, like the final boss at the end, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just an abomination of all of it. Dog heads. Yeah, man, all of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
So the main inspiration of what I was going to build for that place was just the bulk of the props, doing that. Now, we're building for this new part.
Okay.
Which we're calling the cleaner part. So this is going to be basically not just the beginning, but your introduction to the haunt.
Yeah.
And what it's about. Like everyone that went through last year got to see the butt end, the outbreak side. This side is going to be your introduction.
Okay.
To what it is. And what it's the entire party center area. Like the front BA Sweeties area.
Yeah.
The front part is the back.
Okay.
So the beginning is in the back of the building.
Okay.
So you're walking through that to the front.
Okay.
So with this, I mean, it's like it's a research lab, and everything went wrong.
All right. So you start in the research lab.
Yeah, it's pretty much. You're in a research lab, and there's a hint there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And then you finally see that there's something wrong. It's pretty much what this haunt is.
That's cool. So there's like a storyline that goes. It's not like you're just going through like, random rooms. Like this room's the Freddy Krueger room. This room's the whatever.
It's
room.
all
this
one
is
theme.
Yeah.
Just like Chippewa.
Right, which was amazing. Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away about.
I was going to say I didn't want to say too much about Chippewa.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
I don't want to give too much away about Nightmare, but Chippewa. I tell you, you even go outside and there's real gravestones out there. You got a church.
Like real.
Oh yeah, they got real gravestones. Real like the
like real graves too.
Yeah. Well, not like real graves, but like the little. yes, there's real graves there.
That's who's haunting it.
Yeah, it is. But no, he got himself. I don't know where Vaughn gets his hands on this stuff.
Yeah.
But he got actual like gravestones, and there's fencing with this like cemetery set, and those cement coffins that the casket goes into.
Right.
The little. I don't even know what it's called. It's like the vessel that your casket goes into. He has those, and it's like, where'd you get those?
Like okay. Oh yeah, like the cement thing or whatever. Yeah.
Those are you have that. It's so authentic.
Yeah.
Chippewa. It's like you've been there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's hey again if you're looking. I think it's the best. Man. So yeah.
The gags in both of these haunts, dude.
Yeah.
Vaughn's a sick dude.
Yeah.
The gags in these haunts, like you'll be walking through and there's like mannequins everywhere. Everywhere. So you have no idea who's a real person or not.
Right.
And that's Chippewa's whole thing, is you don't know who's a real person.
Right.
Or not. Because we threw in the idea of there's automatons working there, the workers.
What do you mean by that?
Automatons. It's basically who pack the meat, who drive the meat to the location. Okay. The workers.
Is that their official name? Is they're automatons?
They're automatons. They're the workers of Carver Meats.
Okay.
The whole storyline is the Carver family, and they're running this business.
Okay.
And there's something odd about it. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's a whole family. Like every single room you go into with a specific character that's memorable, that's family member.
That's cool.
Like, and then you have the workers, and then there's different kinds of automatons in there. Yeah. And it's like it's a whole immersive experience.
Yeah.
It really is.
Wait.
I've never seen anything like it, where there's this much immersive stuff. That's why when you get your ticket, you have to do it online.
Why is that?
Because it's time ticketing, just like at Universal Studios.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so that you get a better experience. You're not on the line staring at the back of another guy's
right. Head. Yeah, which is always annoying. It's like you always get backed up and it's just like one long line going through and you don't really get to appreciate the room,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And these sets in this house, you've seen it, are huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. And I got the biggest one of them all. It's a damn school bus in mine.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, what are you going to do? I got to run dialogue in there, man.
Yeah.
So every single time there's a reviewer coming through, they mention the school bus room. Got it, because it's the most memorable room in the whole set. There's a school bus in the very next thing.
Hey, not to pat himself on his own back, you know.
Yeah. I chose that fate, man. Man, we did our walk through, and I was like, dude, I'll do the school bus, man. That looks fun.
Yeah, sure. No, I remember that. That was cool. Yeah, you walk outside, and then you have to go through the school bus and everything. Yeah,
you walk outside. Well, the school bus is in the haunt. It's actually, I think, like closer to the end, but
yeah,
I'm not giving too much away because it's talking about one set is boring, but the whole house.
Yeah.
The building's huge.
Yeah.
Slaughterhouse is huge. I mean, you're going through the whole building, and then you go outside in the woods, and you spend another, like, half hour in the woods.
Yeah.
Like, it's long.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's legit. It's good.
Campers and stuff, bonfires. Man, it's long.
Yeah.
You get your money's worth for $30.
Yeah, dude, I think so.
Dude, for $30, if you want to upgrade for a touch pass, dude, for $30, it's worth it.
Hey, I endorse it. I don't know what I matter, but whatever. Yeah, I think it's great. No, like I said, before I even met you or whatever, anything, you know, I've said, I mean, that's, look at right here.
A little sticker.
Where is that at?
Little piggy boy.
Right there. That's, you can't see it, but there's a Slaughterhouse sticker right there.
And there. Got a fan right here.
Yeah. Been a fan before I even knew you, man.
Man, that nuts.
No, it's great. No, it legit. Like, you don't have to look at me and say, don't you know, I'm going to sit here and say, yeah, it's awesome. Seriously. And I really feel like I'm sucking too much dick right now.
No, you're good. No, it's all good. There's a reason why this place is number 2 in the registry.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never see anything like it unless you go to, like, Universal Studios.
Sure. Which I think it's comparable. I mean, see, you wouldn't even see something like that at Universal Studios because it's not going to be that, you know, like horrific.
No,
you know,
it's an adult-oriented haunt.
I'm glad I get to use horrific in a literal sense for the first time in my life.
There you go. There it is.
But yeah, it's definitely cool. So okay, so. Now, I was in the understanding that, like, it was open last year, right? Yeah, we knew that, you know, and I had to take a little break, a little leg issues here, but so I couldn't go. But you say it's going to be even more so this year.
Nightmare? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be longer.
Yeah.
There's 2 queue lines.
So I got to ask you, why were you guys so lazy last year?
Dude, ask Rick Thomas that question. No, it was.
No, I mean, obviously you guys aren't lazy. I mean, you just came from there.
Yeah.
And it's what? I don't know. What is it? March? Halloween?
May right now.
May, whatever. One of those M months.
Last year around now, we had the walls built for the other half. You know? Just the walls. Then we kind of had to get that done. Like, right before we opened, it was Rick Thomas and I painting walls still, dinging up the place still till 6 a.m.
Wow.
The night before Nightmare Cleveland opened last year.
Okay.
So it's a big project. It's a really big project.
Yeah.
You have so many people working on the thing. But, yeah, when you go in next year, if you've been there this year.
I mean, you mean when you go in this year, if you've been there last year.
Yeah, when you go in this coming season, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be more.
Yeah.
And I do recommend a touch pass. Yeah. When you go through, it's only a small upgrade. You get a marker, which is usually a glow stick, and it lets the actors know you can have a little more fun with you.
Oh, cool.
And it makes it more fun for the actor and more fun for the people.
That's
cool. They do the same thing with Chippewa Lake.
Like rape and bludgeoning.
That's
all on the table.
There it is. I didn't say that. But
I don't know why rape was one of the first things. I have no idea. I don't know why.
Speaking of that word, I did mention that Chippewa and Nightmare are more like adult oriented. Well, Chippewa is even more so. There's a room in that haunt with beds in there. And the whole story of that room is to clean the bloodline, so to speak, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
The R word.
Oh.
The R word. Rape room.
Oh, really? Oh, so
Once
like
you
if you're
understand
triggered in some way.
Once you understand what that room is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's an adult-oriented haunt.
See,
it's not blatant in your face that.
Yeah.
But it's like, why is this room? Does this room have beds in it? It's weird.
Right,
what's
right.
The beds and what's with the baby thing?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, so you're gonna get somebody that shouldn't go into that room that ends up going into that room, and next thing you know, I'm watching Channel 3 News and there's a lawsuit. No,
it's subtle enough.
Yeah.
To where Vaughn built that set where it's subtle enough.
Okay, but you do have the option to opt out of some of those things that are maybe too much then.
Not really.
Okay.
What
trying
it is,
to save you guys here.
It's subtle enough.
Okay.
Everything there is subtle enough.
Yeah.
Where, like I said, it's an adult-oriented haunt.
Right. And that's well known. So when you go in there, I mean, it's not like, hey, it's 18 and over, or
it could be whatever, 14 and over.
Okay, just if you're mature enough.
It's more geared towards people our age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Like, what haunted house would you want to go to? Something like that.
Yeah. Well, you always hear the stories of these haunted houses where they like can grab you and like lock you up and shit, and like I'm like, I don't know if I want that.
That's not that's not a haunted house. That's a torture house. Like we can.
You got to sign the waiver and the thing.
There's no waiver. It's more just an upgrade. We can take you away to another group.
Yeah.
You can catch up to your group all you want, but
okay. That's cool.
That to you. I mean, it's more like it's a double-edged sword, really, because we'll have in the same night someone complain that they were roughed up too much.
Yeah.
And then another person, another
it's
group,
lame and whatever.
we weren't roughed up enough.
Right.
You can't win.
No. No, definitely. You can't please everyone. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's impossible. But the only reason why we did the touch pass is because it adds an extra element.
So you call it a touch pass because they can touch you.
Yes.
Not inappropriately, obviously.
Obviously,
but
I mean, like we implemented these rules that Bloodview does the same ones.
Yeah.
But ours are more like it's certain actors allowed to touch you from head to shoulders, knees, toes.
Okay.
And then the bigger guys, Vaughn's got some big dudes at Chippewa. I'll tell you right now, he's got some big dudes.
Yeah.
They'll pick you up and take you away.
Yeah.
Like, do the previous set, put you down.
Okay.
Or put you in the chicken coop and shut the door.
That's cool. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's more playful.
Yeah.
Than like, we're gonna take you away and lock you in this room.
Right.
It's more playful. It makes it more fun. If you go, I definitely recommend the touch pass. So, dude.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I might forego on the touch pass, just because, I'm interested in, like, stuff doesn't scare me. That you might get shocked, the jump scares and stuff like that, But, gosh, if I was like fucking 18 years old or whatever, I'd be doing that all day long, man.
Dude.
Dude.
It was me going through them, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And that's where that begins. You do it. Then you sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much more is it for the touch pass?
It lasts.
I feel like this is an infomercial.
Jesus.
And so how much would you charge for something that's great?
We would charge. Last year we charged $6, but this year we actually don't know. Actually.
Yeah. So you don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah.
It was $6 for an upgrade last year. This year I'm not sure.
All right.
I did ask. I already knew that the tickets were $30.
Yeah.
For both, actually, you're getting experience for $30.
I totally worth $30.
Yeah. For the length.
I feel like I really feel like we're doing when it was late night fucking,
Infomercials. Here's what's included. What you get next. Here's how to order.
Wait, I legit mean all this stuff. But yeah, so it's
kicking out about 100 houses. We're just plugging two ons. Why not?
But no, so would there be an option to like? Do you have like? Can you get like a season pass and maybe do both?
Actually,
you don't say.
You don't say. While Chippewa's only open Friday, Saturday,
okay,
you have Nightmare that's open from Thursday through Sunday.
Okay,
so you can do both if you want. I mean, hell, you can get a ticket for Nightmare.
Yeah,
Okay, earlier in the night.
Yeah.
Because you have time ticketing.
Yeah.
Whatever time you want.
Right.
You have time ticketing. You schedule yourself earlier in the day for Nightmare. Then make the drive down to Chippewa,
And that is really cool but I gotta say though, like I remember doing the blood view thing, like, and that's where you would see the booger character or some of the other characters that would come out, and they would be in the line, it's like the hype guy, kind of, and I was gonna say, oh, it sucks waiting in line, but I think about that stuff, and that was cool.
Too. Yeah, most haunted houses will have a queue line actor,
right,
or more.
Yeah,
and usually for some reason it's the best looking character in the haunt.
Yeah.
Why put that outside? Put it in the haunt.
Well, it's dark in there. You don't have to.
I mean, why can't they all look like that?
Yeah.
But with us, it's you go to Chippewa and you deal with a guy with it's either a guy with a cattle prod, or I don't even know if they both have cattle prods, but you either deal with a guy with a cattle prod who's like above you on a platform and you're being corralled into this cow paddock.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a guy with a cattle prod, egging you on with the cattle prod.
Well, I mean, it's not a functional cattle prod.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac's cattle prod is real. It's pretty
just
crazy.
Set to stun, not kill.
It's a thing. It's a flashlight and a cattle prod. Whatever, man. He's allowed to have it. Won't let him have it. But it's like, at the same time, you have that entertainment value outside where there's a guy entertaining you outside.
Yeah.
And just pulling up to the building is interesting anyway, because you're driving down Chippewa Road and it's situated behind a residential area. Right. Which makes the time ticketing make more sense. You don't want a line going through a residential area. No, and
it's not like no. It's like a nice residential area too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because while we were working on the haunt, neighbors would be walking their dogs onto the property. Like, let's see what the Wild Boys are doing. Yeah. But it's situated behind this residential area, so you're pulling in between these two houses. Yeah. Where they share the same driveway as the haunt. Right. So it's looming in the distance.
Yeah. I can picture that. Yeah.
And you're immediately parking, and then you still have to walk down that walkway while it's still looming in the distance. Right. Welcome to Carver Meats. My name, you can trust. It's ominous. Yeah. And it's great because you have that long walk, and then you have to go through this other area where you give the guy the ticket, and it's this little ticket booth. Okay. Right. It's real janky looking for a reason. Yeah. It's a real janky looking ticket booth. You give the guy the ticket, and he gives you a glow stick or whatever, and then you make your way through. Yeah. And then you get into the cow line, and you wait. You have the fast pass. Yeah. Which is a little more. I forget how much that thing is, but I know the regular ticket's $30.
Yeah, I think we did it because we're just like, let's do that.
And then there's people that will do the touch pass and the fast pass, and it's like, it's the point. It's time ticketing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you're already have a time. Why would you pay the extra? Hey, hey, the owner of that place, don't be giving that away. Hey, you should pay for both. It's better.
Sorry, Vaughn.
Yeah.
The fast pass actually it guarantees you in front of the line. Okay. Other people that have their arrival time will be say 9:30. Okay. You have a fast pass. There's already people waiting that have been for their arrival time. Right. Then they get ahead of them. But for me, it's a little redundant because you're arriving on a time, and but at the same time, hey man. If you want to go through quicker to make it to another destination,
and if you just appreciate the place, and it's like a tip,
pretty much.
And you should probably have a tip jar there. There should be a tip jar in every room.
That'd be something, wouldn't it? That guy did a great job. Here's $2, dude. Was not expecting that. Here's $2,
dude. So. How far? So you say it's more of an adult thing. So, it's not like a movie where you're gonna rate it. So, how would parents know? If they could bring their children there or something like that.
Some of them do anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So there's just no age limit, and but there's no warning out there.
There is.
There
is. There's warnings out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the stuff may be a little too much for kids.
Okay.
But people still bring their kids anyway.
Sure. So what would be like? Besides the R word, what would be something that would be like a little too much? Can you just give a couple examples without giving too much away? Like in the new Cleveland one.
On the new Cleveland one.
Yeah.
The body horror.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
Just that alone.
Yeah, just that creepy.
The props and the way the actors look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're dealing with bugs here, dude.
Okay. So I'm not going. I'm not gonna do this. I don't do bugs and mushrooms.
This thing's. Bugs or mushrooms? Oh, and you got a guy from Mushroom Head.
Oh man.
He's terrified of spiders.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Running a spider haunt.
Oh, is that right?
Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like Indiana Jones. He's like, why does it have to be spiders?
It's like freaking Batman.
Oh, yeah, right.
The
Batman,
thing that scares me.
Right.
It's going to scare you.
Right. That's right. So, okay. So when does that actually? So it's going to be fully functional, this Cleveland. So the Chippewa one's still going.
It's already going. We're
revamping
it still.
Have you been improving that one?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, we've been changing some stuff.
Yeah.
We change stuff every year. Vaughn's been going there with his boys and just changing some stuff in some sets. Okay. I don't even know what my set's going to look like next year.
Okay.
Because I'm a nightmare. I've only been told. But they do some upgrades so there's not the same show every year.
Right.
Which is smart.
Well, totally, yeah. Well, because the schoolhouse and laboratory kind of is the same. Like, I remember going in there, it's like, oh, here's that room, and there's that. And,
you don't want it to get stale on you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So you update it just a little bit, tweak it just a little bit.
I mean, you got the bones there, of the slaughterhouse, whatever.
It's already established with Nightmare. It opens on September 16th, and that's our deadline is September. So it's like, it's kind of stressful, but it's not because we're having fun at the same time.
Now, do you see yourself finishing this for the Cleveland one this year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. And I'm just curious, like, with the layout and the rooms and everything, because this is something I was thinking about. It's like, I wonder if it's something that's, like, pre-thought out, like, oh, this room needs to be this big, and we need to, like, you're sitting down there with, like, a map, and you got, like, your piece of paper here, and you're like, oh, here, this room is this big, and then this one goes over here, and then this, and then you build out the rooms, and you already know what's going to go in the room, or you just kind of, like, build the rooms and then you kind of figure it out later. I don't know.
Blueprints are built before we do anything.
Okay.
Everything was drawn out on a schematic.
Okay.
Okay. So you have the blueprint there, and they decide what goes where.
Right.
And then that gets built. And the design, like, Rick's on his computer, on his phone all day.
Yeah.
Looking up inspiration for stuff.
Yeah.
For, like, the way the desks look, the way that the molding on the door looks.
Yeah.
So everything is well thought out, and sometimes there can be some improvisation in there.
Right.
But you got to plan ahead so that you can flesh it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously you have where all the actors kind of secret doors and stuff like that and everything. Yeah. That's all planned out.
Oh yeah. There's back hallways with doors that lead in. They're all numbered, so there's some organization there.
Yeah.
So you know where you're going. You have lab 7. We all have names. Every door has a name. Like there's the canine ward. It's all labeled.
Right.
So there's a certain organization that goes with making these haunts, where it's not just organized chaos.
Sure.
And then, when you go through the haunt, yes, it's chaos.
Yeah.
But building it, there's a certain step you have to take while you're building it.
Okay.
So when they put the walls up, it's this exact amount of feet, fit this exact amount of space, and that's how that's built, just based on a blueprint.
Sure.
Basically, it's like building a house.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
Exactly
it's just it's just a lot more decorated.
Yeah, and you're
I was thinking
exactly. And you're thinking about where everything's going to go and how does this set create a story?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and that's the thing too. Like, so when you're they're blueprint everything and planning all that out, the storyline is already created at that point, so you know where the story is going to begin. You're going to begin in this research lab, and then something happens, and then as you go through the room, then
exactly
you get to the final boss at the end.
Exactly, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're basically making your way through like the research lab, and then you're not supposed to be where you are right now, and then you go into the bunker, which is what we opened last year.
Okay.
Where oh crap, here it is.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
this
cool.
is what they've been protecting. This is what the government's protecting us from.
Okay, so I already feel like I know too much, so I don't want to ask you too much more.
Yeah. So I'm talking about Chippewa more. Go see it. Go see Nightmare Cleveland.
Yeah.
See what it is. It's going to be huge, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it around. Even the way the scares are set up.
Yeah.
It's different. There's nothing like Nightmare Cleveland in Ohio right now.
So you're gonna say it's better than Chippewa?
No.
It's just different, right?
It's along the same vein of quality.
Right.
Okay. Like Nightmare Cleveland and Chippewa, they're cut from the same cloth.
Okay.
Because they're the same people.
Right.
They're owned by the same people.
Sure. So the level of quality and the thought that goes into it is going to be the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The story, the immersive experience. Yeah. It's all one theme. No clowns. Absolutely no clowns.
Oh boy, no clowns. Okay, all right. No clowns. You know, a lot of people will be relieved to hear that.
Yeah, it's all one theme. The whole thing, it works. The reason it works is because it's all one theme. It's all one story, and it tells a story.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason why a clown would be in a research lab, you know, unless somebody, like, it was their birthday and somebody hired like a. And in the break room, you go into the break room or the research lab, and they have a little cake, you know, that all the staff is kind of, and then the little clown. No, that's dumb.
It doesn't work.
It's dumb.
No. You need a clown house? No way. No, it works. It works. It works the best because, like with Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse, I'm the closest to a clown you get.
Yeah.
In the bus room, I'm the closest you get.
So let's go to clowns. So you don't. So it sounds like you don't like clowns. Now, are you one of those people that, you don't seem like you're frightened by too much. It seems like if it frightens you, you're probably more into it, you know. But like, there are a big group of people that, man, just really.
And that's why
terrified of clowns, you know.
That's why a lot of haunts use clowns.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly why.
Yeah. And you know, on a few Halloweens, I've done the clown thing, and I always like doing like the hobo clown look, you know, was
you would
a lot cooler, you know, yeah, hey, right, you know, I'm already hobo it, yeah, I got the beard, so might as well go all in on that one. But okay, so take me through all right, you're obviously working on it now. You guys work on it like 8 hours a day up until opening or whatever, you know. Yeah. So you're gonna get this thing ready. So go time is like September. Mm-hmm. So you guys start
we started on this new part like in December.
No, I'm saying, so yeah, you've been working on it. You're going to continue working on it. I'm just saying when it opens, what is that, like early October or something like that?
That's opening in September 16th.
September 16th.
That's the opening date.
Okay, so yeah, you probably said that. Mm-hmm. So then you transition from being a prop maker, set designer, artist into an actor. Mm-hmm. So how does that go? Like, so you guys show up how many hours in advance to get ready, and what, like, because that seems to be a lot of work to get ready for that. With
Chippewa, it's different.
Yeah,
because all we're doing is throwing, paint on, the mask on, costuming on.
Okay.
With Nightmare, there's a whole makeup team.
Okay.
Run by Sabrina Raven.
Okay.
But
now you're gonna have to explain Sabrina Raven.
She's our makeup director. She's the makeup artist there. She has she's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Easy to remember name. Easy to remember. It's Sabrina Raven. But
she's like educated in she does this for a living kind of thing, or
Well, she does it for
while you're doing this. Yeah, sure.
And you'll get there, and if you don't do your own makeup, then you need someone to apply your makeup for you. And sometimes if the show's at 7, you got to be there by 5.
Okay.
So
that's
it takes
not
a good
too
2
much.
hours.
I mean, 2 hours is a good amount of time, but I would have imagined it to be a little bit more. But I mean, yeah, I guess you guys aren't making movies, but I mean, 2 hours is still a good amount of time if you're a good artist. I mean, I've always said, I've done some pretty good stuff, just on my own. I'll do like the prosthetic thing, the application and stuff like that. And, 2 hours is, I'll be able to get it looking, good.
Right.
You give me 4 hours, I mean, but whatever. Yeah.
At the same time with Nightmare, because it's a lot more makeup involved.
Yeah.
There's silicone masks too, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But some of the scientists need application to makeup.
Yeah.
So those guys will arrive like 5.
Okay.
The other actors arrive like 6.
Sure.
Like Chippewa, it's recommended you arrive by 6.
Okay.
You got to be in your set, at least by 7 you're in your set.
Okay.
Quarter to 7. With any haunt, really, you arrive in your set 15 minutes early, 10 to 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
To make sure everything works.
Right.
Test out your set and everything else. If the light's off, they have time to fix it.
Okay. So, and then, you go into your set, and then, like, obviously, you might have something that, like, somebody walks in, and then you'll kick something on or hit some switch, or something will fall down, or something will do whatever. So you just have to make sure mechanically everything's working, and everything,
Exactly. Make sure the speaker on the set is working, the lights, everything.
I mean, that's so much. I could probably go in. I'm so curious about all this, actually. And I don't want to ask too many questions, because I don't want to, divulge too much of the inner workings of everything and take away from the magic, But I mean, I think everyone knows that, you guys are building sets and doing things. You know what I mean? I think this is interesting, because this actually, like, it kind of displays how much work goes into this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of time into any haunted house that you can visit that exists.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to some pretty cheap, shitty ones, but
we all have.
But I'm sure they probably just had less staff, and they were probably still working hard.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's ways around that too.
Yeah. You guys happen to have a bankroll to work with, a little bit.
Vaughn's a busy man. Like right now, we hardly around this time of year we hardly see him because he's working, making money for the haunt.
Right.
So I mean, the man has many businesses that he runs.
Does he?
So
what's he do? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, he's got a few businesses. He's got a pool installation business.
Okay.
He has landscaping that he does.
Oh, okay.
He has a whole construction company.
So he's a hustler, man.
Oh,
He's hustling, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a hard worker.
Oh yeah.
He's doing it, and this is like his passion project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
And now he's going, you know what? Let's make the haunted house my income. And that's why here we are.
That's cool.
But because you want to retire at some point.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're doing landscaping, it's hard work, But, and that's how I know the guy's a hard worker, because to do all that. And, landscaping is really creative, too. A lot of that, and just building and doing, like, gardens and, lands, just installations and stuff like that. I know a lot of my friends are landscapers, and they say, and they're creative people, and they love doing the whole installation in the yards and stuff like that. So it really makes sense that he's doing, the whole...
Yeah, exactly. He's a business type and a creative. So it's like, hey, even though whatever we need, he'll get it for us, and then we make it. And he's like, oh, dude, that looks so good.
Yeah, that's cool. So and he comes from like a creative spot, or no? He just kind of really. This is what he wants, and he has you guys to do all the creative.
Exactly. He'll help build.
Okay.
And put up walls and stuff.
Sure.
He's there when he's not doing his other jobs. He's there every day till 5. So it's technically his other job.
Right.
Because he's, helping build the place.
Yeah.
So, he's part of he's got, He's got you got the payroll he's got to do because it's another business.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, yeah. I mean, I gotta say, you can tell the guy's a hard worker because, like I said, it's the best. Yeah. Again, here I am with this infomercial thing, but I mean, I wouldn't say,
right.
Like if I thought it was okay, I'd be like, yeah, dude, it's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I for some reason I feel the need because I've said that. I've like I said, I've said it without you being here to friends. I'm just like, have you been there? Dude, it's like crazy.
That guy, I don't know what goes on in Vaughn's head, man.
Yeah.
But man, those stuff that was already at Chippewa before Rick got there, Jesus.
Yeah. That's cool.
The ideas he's had with the gags and stuff.
So yeah, that's interesting. So I thought, because everybody talks about how the guy from Mushroom Head, whatever, but so so it made it seem to me that I thought it was his.
No. Rick just produced it.
Okay, so he's just like a producer of just
he's not
a
just a producer.
Yeah, right.
No, he was,
No, so he's not the owner, but yeah, he's definitely got a big hand in it.
He's the general manager, basically.
Okay, yeah, sure. Which is cool.
And then you have Nightmare Cleveland, which it's owned by Vaughn, but it's run by Rick.
Okay.
Because Nightmare is Rick's passion project. While Chippewa was Vaughn's passion project.
Okay. And then Nightmare is Rick's.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's cool.
So each haunt is either one's passion project.
Okay, nice.
And he finally hit an avenue where Rick had an idea, and Vaughn went, "Let's build it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
That's cool, man. Well, I'm excited, dude. I will probably make it there because I think I'm going to be able to be mobile for the first time in a while. But by the time October comes, for sure, definitely.
Both places are wheelchair friendly. Come on, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. I'd like to transition this into the whole karaoke thing.
Oh shit!
If that's okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because I just feel like if we talk about that more, I'm going to ask more and more questions, and I feel like I don't want to know.
You don't want to give away.
I don't want to know. I want to know, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's like talking about a movie. You can't do it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, you came over and I said I just saw a movie, and then I'm like, I'm not saying nothing about it because I don't want to. That's the worst thing. Yeah, I was telling you. It's like if you really want to know somebody's opinion on something. A good friend of mine said this to me one time. If you want to know what they really thought of something like a movie, you just ask them how they. You don't go in and going, oh my God, I thought this movie was so great. What did you think?
No, just
you know what I mean?
What do you think?
Yeah, just straight up ask, what did you think? This way, there's no. They don't feel like they have to act a certain way or be contrarian or this and that, you know what I mean? Or agree with you or this and that. You get their hopefully true opinion. But okay, so I wanted to go into this whole karaoke thing because, I've been into, I've been into Corky's quite a bit. And as quite a few people around town have done the whole Corky's thing. And, here, set that over here, man. I'm gonna. Set that. Yeah, I'm gonna top you off a little bit here. We're drinking a little Old Forester. We're drinking responsibly.
We're ripping and tearing over here.
Yeah. So this is what you do. This is all plotted and planned because this is what you do to get me into a karaoke setting. Bourbon. So.
Defense ripping and tearing over here.
I've sang on stage many, many times in my life. I can't say I'm a great singer, but I played in a heavy metal band. I just had to scream monotone. But sometimes I like to go out there and like my karaoke tune is Mac the Knife. Okay. I feel like I could do it pretty well.
Okay.
But Sinatra. Well, no, that's not Sinatra.
No,
that's I know.
Oh,
the Crooners. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even think of who it is right now. It's
so let you suffer, man.
I know. Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to do my Sinatra. The whole explanation is, he's not monotone, and this is obviously just a joke, but it's like. I'm going to sing like this, just like everybody, thinks I'm going to do. You just kind of, crooner, So I feel like I can do that. Bobby Darin.
There it is.
Yeah, I think is. Yeah. Leave it in the comments. I don't know why people say leave it in the comments, because the comments are never good.
Let your opinions rip in the comments down there.
Yeah. And then you read them and you start feeling more bad about yourself.
All right, cool, dude.
But
really sound like that?
Yeah,
oh,
I
man.
didn't realize I'm that much of an idiot. I don't know. So
It's okay.
yeah, right. No, but so going into the karaoke, like Corky's or whatever, and I recently just ran into you. This is why you're not solely why you're here, because I've been thinking about asking you. Well, I've kind of had a little hiatus on this for probably about almost a year probably, but
really, okay,
yeah. Well, yeah, I was dealing with this whole health issue thing, whatever, which is all good. Don't nobody worry about me. But but I just wanted to like the whole I see you at different karaoke spots. It seems like you really like it. It seems like obviously it's probably popular in a lot of cities, but I'd like to talk about the karaoke scene here in Cleveland. And obviously Corky's has
Corky's is the coup de grace.
Right.
Really? I mean, they're the only bar that does karaoke 7 days a week. Wow.
Right.
They're the only one.
Yeah. And it's busy.
It's
You know what I mean?
There's alternatives as well. I mean,
sure.
Corky's, I love the place.
Yeah.
Love Brandon, love Rick.
Yeah.
The owner of Corky's. Brandon runs the karaoke, and he's the manager.
Okay.
But
I think it's interesting too how they have the mic and the whole DJ thing set up behind the bar, so they can bartend and do that at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like
you have the iPhone app and everything on there, and it's
yeah. Is that what they do? I don't know.
It's iPads.
Yeah.
And it's what was it? K Jams Live.
Okay.
Or TK Jams. I think it's TK Jams. You're on there, and it's all set up in the back of the building.
Okay.
But it gets so busy sometimes that the system crashes, and that's
does it?
Like 1 a.m.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that happen.
But it gets really crowded in there sometimes. But then there's some days where it's nice and mellow in there. Sing what you want. It's usually after a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And other places start at 9.
Yeah.
They start at I think 7.
Really?
Yeah, they start at 7, or depending on if there's 5 people.
Yeah.
Or more in the rotation.
Yeah, it's just interesting to me, that whole concept, is because, there could be another bar that has karaoke every night and it wouldn't be that busy, or even on a karaoke night, the bar wouldn't be that busy. I just wonder how they got that. And I'm not expecting you to know this. Yeah. You just have to become, you have to do it so long that eventually everyone goes, hey, you want to do karaoke? Well, this place has it every single night. Yeah.
7 nights a week? Wow.
Yeah. Which I think is interesting, and it's working for them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think it would work for a lot of people, but the way they have it set up, it's like, it doesn't seem like they have to hire a DJ.
They do.
Yeah. They do?
They do.
Is that, yeah?
Yeah, it's not just a bartender. They actually hire in certain people just to DJ, and they'll bar back if they need to.
Mm.
But on busy nights, they're just the DJ.
Okay.
So that's how that works. And then you have the computer system and everything. They have to modulate that, because some people will because here's the fallback of having a computer generated system. People can put their shit in under a different name, and then they're singing twice in the same rotation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why you need a guy to watch that. That's where there's cameras and everything. So it makes sense.
Oh, so that's how that works. So you go in there. I thought there was somebody you actually went to and told them the songs. So is it new recently?
No, they've been doing that a while.
So you have to get the app.
No,
and
not really.
It's kind of like a touch tunes kind of thing.
It's not really not an app. No, I think they do now have a phone app you can download.
Okay.
But generally, you go to the back of the place, back where the kitchen is, and there's 3 iPads set up, and you type in your login.
Okay.
And your password. If you don't have a password, cool. type in your login, and it's usually your name.
Well, I guess I've never done karaoke there. Then I just been there while karaoke was happening because I don't remember any of this. Yeah,
it's real complex, but once you get used to it, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I guess now they have a phone app where you can just put your song in.
Okay.
But for me, I'm going, doesn't that overload it? But whatever.
Oh, it's but it does. All right.
I don't know if it does because it might have updated his system.
So that's what you mean where it overloads it. Okay, it makes more sense now. Okay,
because
when it's busy.
It's usually around 1 a.m.
Right.
When everybody shows up out of nowhere.
Right.
It's busy.
Well, I know. Well, that's any bar. It's like, all the young kids that don't really have a lot of money, but they still want to go out and try and get laid. So they have to go for the last hour.
It's like every bar.
Yeah.
I've worked at a bar
every
before.
bar. Sure. Down the flats, same thing.
Dude.
It doesn't get going until like 11, 12 o'clock.
You're a bartender, fellow bartenders. Here we are.
Yeah.
Dude. like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Here they are.
Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
Big groups of people looking to get laid.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But there's like we ran into each other at Pit Stop in Parma.
Yeah. So they had the karaoke thing there.
They have it on Fridays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm there is...
today is a Wednesday.
Oh, man. Oh. Wow, look at that. But I'm usually there because not only are my best friends there, but...
It's right now you're going to have to go in on all your... No, I'm kidding.
No, it's right around the street. It's right around the corner from Nightmare.
Yeah. I want to hear about all your best friends and all their lives right
now.
Here
we are. Talk about my life now. Here we go. Panic's life story. Here it comes. Even though I already told it.
So,
here we are.
Did you grow up in Parma?
No.
Okay. No. So you're a Lakewood guy or what?
No, I'm actually, I grew up in Strongsville.
Okay.
So, and I worked
I didn't know I was talking to, with the monarchy over here.
There we are.
Yeah. He's like in a nice suburb.
Oh yeah. No, I don't. It is what it is. Like Lakewood's my home.
Yeah.
Okay. But like Strongsville's where my folks are.
Sure.
So it's where I grew up.
Okay.
But I did for a short while, actually for a minute.
Yeah.
A short while. I was behind the bar at Strongsville Cafe. Over in the corner of 82 and Pearl, right next to Don's Pomeroy House.
Yeah, yeah.
And they do karaoke on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Oh, that's so funny.
Now it's Saturdays.
No, that's so funny. I was just up at Don's Pomeroy House, Pomeroy House, probably about like, I don't know, a month ago maybe. And then I just remember like getting out of the car and then like all these people were starting to park there. And it was just like carloads of young women. And I'm like, man, Don's Pomeroy is popping off. But no, they weren't going there. They were going across the street, and that's probably the place that you're talking about. Yeah.
They were going to Strongsville Cafe where Big Dave DJs.
Okay.
Big Dave Miller. He's been doing karaoke for since I met him in 2006 when I was 21.
Okay.
And he was already DJing at Park Tavern.
Okay.
He was working for a guy named Bobby Baker.
Okay.
Bobby Baker is like the OG. He's the first karaoke DJ in Cleveland.
Like,
here we are.
Like the legit first one. How do you know this?
He's been doing this since the 80s.
So there was nobody like in the 70s like spinning like vinyl?
Oh, they were spinning vinyl.
Playing 8 tracks.
Wasn't doing karaoke. No, there was no.
You're right. Yeah, the technology wasn't even there. Yeah.
Bobby and Dale Baker were the first two.
Yeah.
And then they went off and did their own thing, and Bobby's still going.
Okay.
You know.
See, when I wanted to talk to you about karaoke, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was getting OG fucking information.
Here we are. Here we are.
So, okay.
Bobby Baker's still going.
Where were they going? Where were they started out?
Well, when I first met these people, it was at a place called Johnny Rotten's.
Okay.
It's now called Rock Creek. It's on 130th over in North Rutherton.
Okay.
By Sprague.
Okay.
Where the Dollar General is.
Okay.
It was called Johnny Rotten's. It was run by a man named John Tedeschi.
Okay.
And it was this, it looks the same way it did back then, except he had a lot more stuff hanging. And they did karaoke on Saturdays and Fridays.
Okay.
And then they started doing Thursdays and Sundays because it was too popular.
Right.
And the show was run by a guy named Buzz Allen.
Nice name.
Oh yeah, the late Buzz Allen. Buzz had this personality that would light up the whole room. This man, I can't even like begin to describe how like this guy's charisma filled the room. He should have worked radio.
Yeah.
The way he was talking, the way he talks,
right,
and his energy.
Yeah.
But this guy was DJing at Johnny Rotten's on, I believe it was on Saturdays.
Okay.
And Fridays, I think, because I know Bobby Baker did that, and then he hired on Buzz Allen.
Okay.
And Buzz was like a legend. He was even on the Alan Cox show for a second.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Local fame. Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He called in one night at the after hours and started talking about the story that they were talking about during the day.
Yeah.
The Alan Cox after hours, and they aired his message because they were like, listen to this dude's voice. He's got the perfect radio voice. He was It was perfect. Like he was talking about some story about a bartender in a song that, she sings. Right. And they're going, who is this guy? Yeah. He's just a karaoke DJ, dude. That's all he was. And then, and he did a show every night, and he brought people together, and those same people still go to different places. Yeah. Even though he's gone now. And Bobby Baker hired him on. And Bobby Baker's a legend, don't get me wrong. Buzz Allen left a huge impact on the karaoke scene around here.
Wow.
Because of what he did, like how he was. And his persona and his personality. He would take you on a cruise, Yeah, right. You were close friends with him. He would take you to his house, have karaoke parties in his basement.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then he wouldn't have been doing it if it wasn't for Bobby Baker. The guy that, like, the OG.
Sure, right.
And he's still going.
Yeah.
Okay. This dude will be at Islander. He'll use their sound. He'll tell you. He'll apologize because it's not my sound. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'll go to Islander for they have steak night. It's $14 steaks at Islander over on Pearl Road. Yeah. I go there, every once in a while, and sing a couple songs and leave. But
how much for the steak?
$14. Yeah, it's really good.
I remember there were Pearl Road Tavern had the dollar steak night, and there was another place out by the airport called Frog. I worked at the at the airport, and dollar steak night, and
what?
I swear to God, and it was I know, and this wasn't even 27 years ago. This was
that's unheard of.
Legit I don't know, 8 years ago maybe, yeah. And it was dollar steak night. You'd have to pay for the French fries, which were $3. Whatever. Or if you wanted some kind of side, whatever. But it was pretty good. You can upgrade to a filet mignon for $2.
How did they get away with this?
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, but it was good. It was I've paid $30 for a steak that wasn't as good. You know what I mean? But so anyway, whatever. But yeah, Pearl Road Tavern. I think it's the owner. Again, beat me up in the comments. Whatever. I think the owner of the Pearl Road Tavern and Froggies were the same person. So I think that's why they had the same deal or whatever. Yeah. I don't know if he was in the mob and he was knocking off fucking trailer trucks of fucking steaks, or I don't know. But,
it could be a business decision where, if we sell more for less, we'll make more money. Yeah. I could be wrong.
But how is the $14 steak?
Oh, dude.
What are we talking about? A strip or sirloin, probably?
It's most of the time
it's like meat.
Yes, it's meat. This thing, it's the seasoning. I don't even know.
So they season it. Oh my God,
I don't know what they put on the thing, but it's amazing.
It's Montreal steak seasoning,
dude.
Right?
You get this thing with a giant baked potato.
Yeah. So you get the side too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. But along with that, you got Bobby Baker doing karaoke.
Now I want a steak. Let's talk about steaks the rest of the time.
Let's do it. And then we'll go off for a steak. Hey, it's Wednesday. Let's go to the Islander. Jeez. But Bobby Baker, he started this doing Bobby Baker Productions. He does karaoke contests. He does name that song contests. Okay, he's been doing this since the 80s. Yeah, and for a while he was the only one. And then it became, there's other DJs around. There's Johnny Night Train, who does Pit Stop on Wednesdays. He'll do other places as well, like Bar 30 on Thursdays. Then you have Big Daddy Jones, Mike Big Daddy Jones, big dude, big Santa beard, love you, buddy.
Yeah.
And he does. He'll do places near like the Brunswick area.
Okay.
He still works for Bubby Baker.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll do like Geeked Out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Geeked Out is this awesome like Marvel, Star Wars, Skyrim bar.
Yeah.
It's fantastic if you're a huge
Skyrim, like the video game.
Oh yeah, if you're a huge dork like me,
yeah,
fit right in.
Yeah.
You don't even need to go there for just karaoke. I go there for like the food's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's in Brunswick. It's off of 303, but you have Big Daddy will do that place. He'll do Herman's on Fridays, which is down the road in Pearl. It's a whole thing.
That's cool.
There's a whole community.
Right. Well, and I didn't see the community. I just saw that every time I went somewhere and there was karaoke, I'd kind of run into you probably about 80% of the time. Now, I think I want to say I met you. I don't know exactly when I met you, honestly. I don't know when I met anyone I know. But I want to say it was in the Richland.
Oh, man.
When Hot Carl.
Sunday Fun Days.
Yeah, with the industry. If you're in the industry, you can forget the whole entire night on that night.
Yeah, Hot Carl does Burning River Sound. He still goes. He's doing karaoke and he does weddings.
Hot Carl's been on here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, Hot Carl. So, God, I think I want to say I met Hot Carl before that because I remember going into the Richland and already knowing him from somewhere else.
He's a comedian. He's a local comedian.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Hot Carl.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, and like I said, he's been on the show. He's went into his whole thing, but but the Richland was. It was like ridiculous. It was like, I don't know, it was like $1 for anything you want to fucking. I think it was like $2.
It was half off.
No,
yeah.
I think it was like $2 for like anything.
It was, you're right.
$2 or $3 for anything.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. It was $2.
Yeah. And dude. I was working at a bar in the Flats at the time, and we'd all get out and just go to the Richland and fucking get wasted, man. I mean.
And there's me doing
karaoke.
Highlight for $1.50.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though, because I remember, and obviously I just prefaced this whole thing by saying I was wasted, but I thought it was some of the best singers in karaoke.
Dude.
I mean, really.
Singers there.
I seriously mean that, yeah. Like, yeah. I don't know if you can elaborate on that at all.
Like, you have Hot Sauce, who was also a DJ.
Yeah.
That guy can sing anything, man.
Yeah.
He's got an elastic voice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to toot my own horn.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, anybody that walks. You have, like, theater people that would go.
Yeah.
And those people are fantastic. Then you have, people from bands would go to do karaoke. And they would do, like, metal. Yeah. It's fantastic. Just, like, all walks of life that do music would go to the Richland for karaoke. And it's like, I'd bring a friend there. And they'd be like, dude, there's so many local...
Yeah.
Celebrities here. I'm like, yeah, it's a place to be.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was definitely cool. Like, I just remember being blown away. Like most of the time, I'm like, man, this fucking place. Yeah, I mean, it was so busy too. Those bartenders were slammed so hard.
Dude, Ray and Jason would knock.
So Ray currently owns the Foundry.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And I had John Vincent on yesterday, and he plays in Frail.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Jason's going
to be doing a show there soon.
Yeah. Yep.
And they went on tour, and then they just did a music video. Look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of my boy. He's doing so good.
Yeah.
Jason's doing so good. Yeah. He's got so many shows coming up. He's got Trap House Rave going. He's got Frail. He's got a show with Powerman 5000.
Yeah.
Where he's opening with his Tomorrow's Ghost Band. Like, dude, cool. He's doing so good.
Yeah, no, John Vincent was, I love that guy. Dude, I think he's such a good drummer.
Phenomenal drummer.
Yeah,
dude,
totally.
He's got them light up drums.
Oh yeah. Spawn, I think it's called. Yeah. No, it definitely good stuff, and that the Frail stuff. And I just remember, I think it was off Cast or whatever. I was talking to John Vince, and I was like, yeah, the guy in your band, he was the bartender at the Richland, right? You know, yeah, right.
He's the guy
at the Foundry.
You go to the Foundry, and he's the dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to know, like, so because you are, I mean, you know, I definitely appreciate your vocals. Like, how did that all start? Like, how, you know, because you know, you see, like, you know, on American Idol, these people that think they can sing, you know, and here you are not going on American Idol. You could legit sing, you know what I mean? I know you're going to be modest and stuff like that, but how'd you get into singing?
Dude, I started going, okay, my first concert was White Zombie.
Okay.
In Pantera.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, wait, was that the old Flashes or no, was that?
Dude, no, it was Blossom.
You're too young for that.
It was Blossom,
yeah.
95.
Okay.
And I went with my cousin. And I'm like, that guy sounds cool. Yeah. So it started off like my cousin and I would jam out on White Zombie.
Yeah.
So, you know, it started out with that kind of vocal and then started doing like the harsh vocals. Yeah. Taught myself how to do that stuff. And then my dad's a singer.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. My dad's a singer. It was a thing called razzmatazz jazz.
Okay.
The sound of razzmatazz. He'd sing anything. Like,
yeah.
You know, he was like, and it's like, okay, so why are you doing this kind of stuff? You're going to ruin your voice. So whatever. One night, I decided to experiment. I was out at a place called Knockouts. It was Harry Buffalo. Then it was Knockouts.
That's over in Parma, right? Yeah. Parma Heights.
I was there for Big Dave's show out there way back in the day.
Okay.
He took over for Buzz Allen's show.
Okay.
There. And I decided, hey, screw it. You know what? I'll put Elton John in. Let's see how this goes.
What, Tiny Dancer?
I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Man, we're talking like early 2000s, like digits. And I went there and I sang that, and Dave's like, where'd that come from? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah?
So then I went to a place called Teams after that in Berea. They're still around. I don't think they do karaoke anymore, but they used to have that with Bobby Baker.
Okay.
On, I think it was Wednesdays back then. And I went there and I tried out, oh God, what was it? It was in a contest. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And all I did was screaming and Rob Zombie, and that's all I did at the time.
Yeah.
And I went in.
I said he's going to be modest.
No. I hear myself singing. I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck? But, dude, I did Believe I Can Fly because I spun the wheel.
Okay.
And I got male R&B. And I'm like, oh, for crying out loud.
So, but that's R. Kelly.
Yep.
Did you have to pee on girls? Or?
Oh, dude, I pissed everywhere. All over the place, dude. Oh, man. On myself. It was the whole thing. It's terrible. Dude, let's just say I didn't make it to the next round.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. But at the same time, I sat back down and I got, where the hell did that come from?
You learn, yeah.
It came out of my ass, you know, and then, you know, if you're not in a band, you know, if you're not musically active,
where are you going to get it from?
Why not perform? Or, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's free entertainment.
Sure, absolutely.
Really? You don't have to buy a drink.
Yeah.
It's free entertainment.
Yeah.
You go watch other people sing if you don't mind people singing badly.
Yeah.
You know, Rick and I will be sitting there at the island going.
Now, have you ever done because I know, Billy Morris used to own the Foundry before, it was the Foundry or whatever.
Yeah, it was the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Before it was the Hi-Fi.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And so he would do like the heavy metal or hard rock karaoke thing where you're actually karaokeing to a live band.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Yeah, he did that there. He did it at, what was it? It wasn't Sly Fox. I forget what the place was.
Yeah.
But he did it in another place as well.
Okay.
And it was years after. I went a couple nights. And I was like, oh, he has a book with certain songs they can do.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
It's back when Lisa owned Foundry. He did it.
Okay.
Still, you know. And it was nuts because Popson was behind the bar. I was like, oh,
right, yeah.
J-Man's behind the bar. Let's all go from Mushroom Head. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. But, you know, the live band karaoke, I've done it before where they did it at Smedley's last time I went. But it was like a blues band.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so what all do you guys know? You know, I was just there with my buddy. It's bike night. And I'm there. I'm like, all right, what all do you know?
Yeah.
You know, didn't get in, but my buddies, you should see this guy sing. I'm like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
Because like I'm one of those. I'll hear my voice back and go,
sure.
Oh, I'll watch this.
Like anyone, yeah.
If I watch this thing, I'll be going.
Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend. Do not watch this.
Oh, no.
Because I never watch them. I never play it back. You know, I did it a couple times, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. And I want to go back and edit out all of my parts. And some people that might, if they're still watching, are going, yeah, you should.
There's me talking right now, and I'm going, man, I'm talking too much.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, no, you're not. You're giving plethora of information.
And what I've come to find, you know, I have quite a few friends, you know, and I'm like, well, if this is what they hear all the time, the stuff that I'm hearing back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what they hear all the time, and if they still want to be friends with me after all this nonsense that comes out of my mouth, hey, I must be doing something right. Dude, it must be okay, you know?
Yeah. It's all your voice resonating in your head.
Yes, that's right.
And that's what you hear for your entire life. You hear this thing.
And you
and
get
then this thing comes out and you hear it back and you're just like,
I'm like, I didn't know I talk like this, man. It's kind of weird, man. You know, but yeah. So you come to find out you can sing, right? I mean, have you found that out yet, or I mean,
I know because from doing music with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and recording my own music.
Okay, so you play in a band, you record music, you play guitar. Right, what? Tell us.
I was in a project, and then that fell through, and then I went, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
Made my own music, and then Joe Gall came along and went, I'll play guitar in this. This is fucking good.
Okay, so Joe Gall, he's now in Mushroomhead. Okay.
So no longer, neither of us have time for my project, but I did release an EP in 2019.
Okay.
Called In the Mouth of Madness.
Okay.
Skin Crawl, look it up. It's on my Facebook.
Okay.
It's only
and your Facebook is what? Jason Panic?
Jason Panic, yeah. If you're friends with me on Facebook, go for it.
Yeah.
If not, it's on Bandcamp. It's on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I found out there's another band called Skin Crawl. After I made the thing during lockdown, I was like, or before lockdown, I was like, man, it's the name.
You know, there's this thing called Google. You can just like.
Oh yeah, I looked up the name. Yeah. Oh, I know, dude. You don't think I made that? Looked up the name Skin Crawl because I thought it was fun sounding, and I was like, "There's no band called that." So I'm like, "All right, cool, it's called that." And there's Joe trying to work the word panic into stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to put my name in the music.
No, okay. So I'd like to tell you, because I was in a band with two guys, and they were brothers, and their last name is Kalo, C-A-L-O.
Oh, I know Kalo, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, John, yeah.
Yeah, well, and so they would, we were called something else, dilemma of determination, like all this other stuff, reason, whatever. I was like, let's just name the band. It's 4 simple letters, Kalo.
I remember that.
Get and that's it. Cool.
Yep.
It won't be anyone else's name. Well, we come to find out it's like a really famous like Mexican band.
Really?
And they're like a CNC music factory, if anyone's old enough to know what that is.
Jeez.
And they're but they're kind of defunct now, but like they are super popular. So like if you go to Spotify to look up our stuff, it's always mixed in with this Mexican like pop, CNC music factory kind of sounding thing,
That is so funny.
Yeah. So, but we did the thing, and I had to convince them to use their name. I'm like, well, you guys, whatever, and it's an easy name. My last name's long and crazy, and nobody's going to remember that.
Starts with a D.
Right, yeah. And something Otto or something. And so, but no, yeah, so it's kind of funny, like I had to convince them, and they were like, we don't really want our name, and so, same kind of thing, But yeah, it as it turns out, and there's plenty of Kalos out there, just saying,
Because I'm all like, I don't want to be associated with Panic at the Disco. Because I get that enough.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, let's do something else.
That's funny you say that, because the tenor, the timbre, I should say, of your voice is very much like just your talking voice is very much like Panic at the Disco. Now that I think about it, now you said that. Yeah.
Nowhere near that singing.
Yeah, but your talking voice, your timbre is like kind of got that, because you have a good timbre to your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get told that a lot. Like, I have a good soothing voice.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. It sounds doofy to me. But,
right. Well, sure. Well, you're hearing it even lower than what we're hearing, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and then when you hear it back on a recording, it's ridiculous. But it's not it seems ridiculous, I should say. But so, okay, we're gonna wrap this up soon. But what do you think the best places to karaoke right now are?
Right now in Cleveland?
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Number one, you got Corky's.
Okay.
If you're there at the right time. You have, you got Parma Pit Stop on Wednesdays. You got, let's see. Oh, man, you got Backdraft on Saturdays and Thursdays. It's run by a woman named Jan Emmerling. Love you.
Yeah.
And the DJs are Lou Petrucci, and you have Alex Craig. They're both theater people. It's fantastic. You go there, you have them at Backdraft on Lorraine.
Yeah.
Or you have Time Warp.
Okay.
What the fuck road is that? I don't know. Look it up. Time Warp Bar. They have karaoke on Thursdays as well.
East, West Side.
It's in Westlake.
Oh, okay. All right.
Center Ridge. It's on Center Ridge.
Okay.
You have there. They do that there. You have, Strongsville Cafe on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It's usually lit. I don't know how Big Dave does it.
Yeah.
It's always a packed house.
So Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I was in high school, that was gravy day.
Yeah.
So that was like we would get the mashed potatoes. We knew we can get the mashed potatoes with gravy, but then you would either get like that riblet patty or you get that breaded pork chop patty that's formed looks like it's got a bone in it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what I think about.
Look like there's a bone in there. You got Latino Heat that does the local in Strongsville.
Okay.
And then you have Bobby Bruno. Bobby Bruno does it everywhere. He does. I think he still does Rock Creek on Sundays.
Okay.
That's where Johnny Rottens used to be over on coming right back around. Where it used to be Johnny Rottens. It's on 130th.
Okay.
And
I heard it's called Johnny Leiden's now.
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's Rock Creek, everybody. But and he does Manzo's in Brunswick on Pearl Road.
Okay.
Manzo, dude, Ross Manzo, awesome dude. He has great pizza. But then you have in Lakewood, there's really not much other than Lakewood Village Tavern.
They're still doing that. Okay.
They're doing it on Fridays and Saturdays. It's usually Rusty who's DJing it.
Okay.
It's really all I know in Lakewood other than Corky's and them.
Well, I mean, dude, that's a lot. Like that you just named off.
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah. That are like mainstays.
Yeah.
And then you have, Big Daddy Jones, who does Geeked Out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you have Herman's that he runs over in Brunswick and Pearl on Fridays. Yeah. It's just all retained in there,
and you just love to sing, man. You're not even making money. You're just going there and fucking singing.
No, I don't go to all of them at once.
No, I get that, but I get that. But you're getting up there and singing, dude. You're talking to a guy that truly appreciates what you do, man.
Yeah, and you have a guy named Mike Hargis who does Barcode on Fridays. Barcode is LaPonza's old bar.
Okay.
Over on State. Okay. And State in Pleasant Valley.
Yeah.
He does it on Fridays.
Okay.
He took over Buzz Allen's show.
Okay.
Like he was a mainstay, but Mike did a really great job.
Yeah.
He's still doing a great job. He has his own show there. Awesome, dude. He'll download whatever you want same day. Dave will do the same thing.
Yeah.
At Strongsville. So it's like, golden. Then you have, I was actually, ironically, this past Monday, my best friend posted on his Facebook because his cousin was in town.
Yeah.
And he's not from here. He's from California. WhiteFeather Lewin. He's from California. He's a local photographer.
Okay.
Anyway, his cousin was in town. And
Did you say WhiteFeather Lou?
WhiteFeather Lewin.
Is he Native American? Or?
Yes.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Anyway, he's a local photographer. He does weddings and all kinds of stuff. WhiteFeather Photography. Plug.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you have so he posted on his Facebook, who does karaoke on Mondays? And the only thing I could think of was Hydrant over on Front Street in Berea.
Oh, okay.
It used to be the Front Street Tavern.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, the only thing I can think of is that's not Corky's is that.
Yeah.
So I'm at Funhouse, my home base, just hanging out. I'm like, all right. He's like, we're heading up there. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going. And I ran into so many people I know there, and it's like, it's a fun place to go.
Yeah.
For karaoke as well on Mondays. There's nowhere else to go other than Corky's on a Monday. But who wants to do karaoke on a Monday? Who knows? You don't know. You have no idea.
Right.
You have no idea.
Yeah, no, right.
Like, I don't do karaoke on a Monday, but
it's like, but if word gets out too that like, hey, this place does karaoke every single night.
Yeah.
You never know.
Right.
You never know what's gonna walk in that place, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Corky's, they have it every day.
Yeah.
And I'll always see posts like that's not Corky's, and I'm just like, it's because they're so crowded. But at the same time, it's such a great environment at Corky's.
Yeah. No, and this podcast has been brought to you by the Slaughterhouse and Cleveland Nightmare and Corky's.
Corky's place.
It has not been.
Dude.
Hey, but if you guys would like to sponsor this, that'd be great.
Rick Jackson looking at you. Brandon Moore looking at you. But it's like Brandon runs such a good show there. It's so streamlined. And there's issues, social issues now and then in the place where they made the news for some bullshit, but at the same time, it's a great environment. Everybody knows each other. The staff knows the regulars.
Yeah.
Everyone's friends there, and it's funny. Everyone's it's a fun environment.
That's cool. No.
There's certain songs, if you sing them, there's an Easter egg at the end of the song where there's a video that plays.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. If you sing 3 Non-Blondes, the He-Man.
4 Non-Blondes.
Oh, there's 4 of them now?
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Damn. 4 Non-Blondes.
Yeah.
Does that
mean they're all brunette or some of them redheads? I don't know.
I think they all dyed their hair.
Okay.
Like Brad Slit. Oh, man. But, no, like, you'll sing what's going on, and then, lo and behold, song ends. Here comes the He-Man version of the thing. And he lets that thing play the whole time. And there's just a bunch of
I don't know what you mean, the He-Man version.
The He-Man version of what's going on?
I don't know it.
Look it up. It's this music video where someone overdubbed it, singing terribly.
Oh,
and it's He-Man singing it.
It's like the What's Going On tune? Is that what that? Yeah, okay.
And he tries. Like, dude.
Yeah.
It's he plays the whole thing. You have to sit through the whole thing. There's like other stuff like Suck Me From Behind. Like there's certain songs.
That's cool.
Dude, it's just random old viral videos that are funny that just play after the Shrek is Life one.
Okay.
I don't know what song is after that. It comes after, but he'll play that one.
Yeah.
It's just in the file.
Yeah.
And it just plays after the song.
That's cool.
So it makes Corky's fun.
Yeah.
You throw stuff in there. They also have a great taco menu.
Did they? You know what? I never even thought to eat there.
Dude, great. Dude, right? Right?
I didn't even know they had a kitchen, honestly.
No.
I swear to God.
Right? Right behind where you're ordering all your songs, you can order your food.
Wow.
They have great tacos there. They have what's called walking tacos where you throw stuff into a Dorito bag or whatever. Yeah, it's great food there, too.
Yeah. Nice.
Why not? And it's a friendly environment. Everyone that's a regular, they're all friends.
Yeah.
And it's usually people that go the same time of the week.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. All right.
There it is.
I mean, I think we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah,
but I mean, dude.
We've talked for so long now.
Yeah.
I've talked for so long now.
Well, and you got to get to karaoke over at the pit stop.
Or back to Nightmare and work on some egg pods. Looking at you, Rick, dude.
But no, seriously. So all right, hey, we will wrap this up. But man, what a great dude. Seriously, I really didn't think. Like when I said I was like, yeah, let's talk about karaoke. I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting into with this. I don't know.
It's gonna be
but man, it was
absolutely. Let's talk about Slaughterhouse.
But no, Nightmare. The karaoke part was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole. I mean, you're talking. I love haunted houses, horror movies, heavy metal music, all that. I mean, you're talking. This is what I'm into.
And those two horns are all in there. It's all of that in one.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. So, hey, gosh, what is it? So we got this little sticker right here. You can't see it, but it's like a pig, like with a...
He's slicing himself into a ham.
Open, yeah.
He's slicing himself into a ham.
He's super happy about it, too. He just wants to please you.
It's on the T-shirt. It's on the sign.
He knows you like bacon, so he's slicing into his belly just for you. And then, what Corky's and a Parma pit stop on Wednesday. So, hey, I can't wait till they get the Sub CLE bump.
Right? Dude, got Johnny Nitran looking at you, man. Sub CLE, let's go. Subculture in Cleveland, let's go, man. You're right there.
All right, man. But Jason, thank you so much. No, seriously, this has been so much fun, dude. It's great.
Dude, thank you for having me. So much, dude.
Yeah,
thank you so much. It's fun.
No, so I might have to, if you go up and do some, I might have to follow you up there. So I don't know. But all right, here we go. Sub CLE, we're out.
Later, Gators.